on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 24 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best free 96 overall Genki Force champions to add to your MUT 24 squad. Now, before we go over the players, let's talk about how you're going to earn these cards for free. It's very important to understand this. It's not like the typical field passes that we see where you get the free fantasy pack at the end of the field pass. You're actually going to earn stars by grinding through this program, and once you get up to 700 stars, you can go to the store, go to star offers, excuse me, and spend 700 of them on a BND 96 of your choice. This will include part 1 and part 2 players. We're going to open up this pack eventually in this video as well. And I also want to show you how I got to the 720 stars that I got right now, because I did this without fully completing house rules and without fully completing the field pass. So you don't even really have to do a ton of work to get to this 96. Every one of you watching this video should be able to get at least this card for free. Now, if you want to go above and beyond that, you're going to want to max out the field pass. You're also going to have to win well over 100 house rules games. The good news is the games go really quick, and we put out a video yesterday on my gameplay channel that gives you one play on offense, one play on defense that will help you easily win these games. So if you want to grind it out here, you got about a week to do so. You can earn enough stars by playing through house rules and maxing the field pass out to get a second free 96 by opening up this pack once you get enough stars. And the good thing about the second pack here is that it's an auctionable card, so you can sell it right away and make some coin off of it, or you can use it, and when you're eventually done with it, it's going to hold a lot more value than the free BND 96 goes. So that's how you're going to get both of these cards for free. With this account specifically, I haven't even hit level 15 on this field pass, and as I showed you or told you, we have enough stars to purchase the first BND pack. I just want to kind of scroll through my objectives so you can see exactly what I did in order to be able to get that many stars. And one of the very specific things I want to point out is even when it comes to house rules, I only won 16 games. So if you don't really like playing online, you can see the objectives that I knocked out, which includes only winning 16 house rules games, and I have enough to go out and get one free card. So there's still a lot more on the table as far as stars go that I can get out there and earn to go towards that second free card. We're gonna have to play a lot more house rules if we want to do that, but it is very, very easy to earn at least that free BND card. One other thing to point out here before we go over the players, you're going to hear me refer to discounted ability buckets 1, 2, and 3. Now, in order to unlock those, you're going to need a few different things. Number one, to get to those first discounted ability buckets, you need either a high elevation token or a 93 overall hero from this promo. The great news is that back at level 10, you get a 93 overall BND. That card or any card in this pack can serve as a pass to unlock that first discounted ability bucket in any one of the 96 overall champions. And at level 20, you can get a second free BND 93. So you have two different cards that can unlock two different tier 1 ability buckets for two different 96s for free. If you need to unlock a second discounted ability bucket, you're going to need an elevation pass, a high elevation pass specifically. You get one of those at level 19, so that one can easily be earned free. The second one that you can earn is actually going to be done by completing a hero set or a champion set for this promo. So you will have to spend a little bit of coin. You do get XP by doing that, and this is how you would get a second high elevation token. Now, to get to the third discounted ability bucket, you need another 96 overall champion. You can put a BND champion in that place to do it. But overall and generally speaking, it's just way too expensive to get all three discounted ability buckets unlocked. And I do just want to show you quickly in the catalog how you go about doing that. So you're going to go to the upgrade tab. Again, the first discounted ability bucket, it says under the description that it's going to require a champion or a high elevation pass. They changed it as of today to where you can now use a hero card. That's what we talked about with the free BND 93s. And unlocking the first bucket on this portion of the screen is the third from last. So this is considered the first discounted ability bucket, which in Kevin Byard's instance here is going to be Pick Artist for 0 AP, Medium Route KO for 1 AP, and Deep Out Zone KO for 2 AP. The second bucket, again, is going to require either a 96 overall champion or a high elevation pass, and the second discounted bucket will be the second from last one. So this one right here, in Byard's case, it's going to unlock Bench Press for 1 AP, Deep in Zone KO for 1 AP. The final bucket only will take a champion card, which again is a 96 overall. So these cards are like 400,000 to 500,000 coins. That's how much coin you would have to spend to get this third discounted ability bucket. There are some decent discounted abilities, and I use Bayard for an example because he would get Deep Zone KO for 2 AP, which is a great ability, but Ronnie Lott gets this same ability for 2 AP without having to go through all of those unlocking. So that's why, like, this card is really good, but you got to go through a lot of hassle and spend extra coin just to get this discount or this ability discounted. So we're going to talk about, you know, the best abilities and which buckets these are in, so you can take an example or take inventory of what you're going to need to get what abilities you might want. And of course, we're going to recommend them. So this is what the pack looks like. There was a small window where it did not update with the Part 2 players, but that is corrected now. And that's why I wanted to open it up in this video to show you that it does contain all of the Part 1 and Part 2 players. I don't believe we're going to see a Part 3 for this promo. So let's go ahead and go through the best cards to take from this pack. And we're going to start with a 96 overall cornerback, Jair Alexander. So this is the fastest card out of all of these cards because he's 97 speed. He is only 5'10". He gets some pretty good abilities, and the main one to me is going to be Pick Artist, which you can get for 0 AP in that first discounted bucket, so you can use a BND 93 to get that. Pick Artist to me makes smaller defenders play a little bit taller, so I wouldn't be so mad at you if you played him on the outside. He's obviously really good in coverage, 97 man, 95 zone. Jumping is also at 98, which will make up and maybe get you some SWAT animations. I'm probably going to take this card on my no money spent account as my free BND, but I will be playing him as a slot defender because of that 97 speed. I can blitz him. He also has 96 acceleration, and when I'm not blitzing him, I'm going to be playing him in man coverage, and that 97 man, which will surely be at 99 man for me with strategy items, is going to come into play. So this is one of my favorite cards, but there is another cornerback that you can go with that is going to be a little bit taller in Davante Adams. So this is an out of position. It's called a shadow variant because he also has a wide receiver card, 96 speed, and trust me, the difference between 96 and 97 speed is not going to be huge on the field. So this card is fine at this speed. He also gives you really good balance, 95 man, 95 zone, 96 press. Jumping's a little bit lower there at 93, but he's got good acceleration, agility, play rec. Now, as far as abilities go on the Davante Adams, he also can get in that first discounted bucket, Pick Artist for 0 AP. In the second bucket, he doesn't really get anything good. In the third bucket, he gets Deep Out Zone KO for 1 AP. So potentially, you can have this card with Pick Artist and Deep Out Zone KO, which is one of the best abilities in the game, for just a total of 1 AP. But one more time, to get to that third discounted bucket, it's going to cost you a 96 overall champion. Is it really worth it to you? You kind of have to make that decision. Davante Adams gives you the height and the better abilities, but Jair gives you the speed and I think is a little bit better for a man coverage defense. Let's talk about wide receivers now. So we got DK Metcalf, which is a Part 1 card. I've used this card a handful of games. I got him since the day he came out last week. 6'3", 96 speed. The route running's really good. 96 short, 92 mid, 97 deep, 94 catch in traffic, 92 catch. Like, he's just, you know, he's tall, he's fast. He plays very, very well. The biggest disappointment of this card is that the first two discounted ability buckets to me don't really give you anything good. The third discounted ability bucket does give you short out elite for 1 AP, which is really good for streaks against man coverage, but it's also not really necessary because press man coverage isn't very good this year. And also, when we kind of compare him to this Davante Adams, which is going to be in -1 in speed and -2 inches in height, it's still a really good card. 95 speed, 95 catch, just everything is really flat out good across the board. The route running balance there, 95 short, 96 mid, 95 deep. The real difference is DK, again, third discounted ability bucket, gets short out elite for 1 AP. Davante Adams gets it in the first discounted bucket. So to me, that makes Davante Adams better option than DK. 96 versus 95 speed, it's not going to play a huge part on the field. Also, if you really want to go crazy, in the second discounted ability bucket for the wide receiver Davante Adams, he gets wide receiver apprentice for 1 AP. If you're rocking a quarterback with Hot Route Master, it's not necessary, but that ability for 1 AP is really good. And in the third discounted bucket, he gets short in elite for 1 AP. So it would be really expensive, but short out elite, short in elite, and wide receiver apprentice for only 3 AP is a really good bargain there. You just got to spend that extra 96 to unlock that last discounted bucket. We talked about Kevin Byard briefly, but let's go over him again. I've heard some really good things about this card. 5'11", 95 speed, only 88 man coverage, which is kind of keeping me away from playing with this card, even though he does get Eagles Chem, because I just run a lot of man coverage with my safeties as well. He does have 96 zone, one of the highest zones in the game, and he is a pretty good ball hawk out there. So in that first discounted bucket, bucket, you can either go Pick Artist for 0 AP or Deep Out Zone KO for 2 AP, but you got to pick one or the other. If he's going to play high safety and just sit in a zone all the time, Deep Out Zone KO is going to be your best bet there. And we mentioned that when we talked about him earlier, Deep Zone KO is in that third discounted bucket for 2 AP, which is a really, really good ability. It's Deep Out Zone KO plus Deep In Zone KO, so it's together and it's only 2 AP, but one more time, very expensive to get to that third discounted ability bucket. This Derek Carr middle linebacker card is actually surprisingly good. So he's 6'3", 95 speed. He's tied for the fastest middle linebackers in the game with that base of a 95 speed, him and Eric Kendricks that came out for weekly wildcards. He also gives you 92 man coverage and 88 zone, so he's really good as a cover middle linebacker. His strength is extremely low at 78, hit power's low at 80. He does have good tackle, good play rec. I think he's going to be better served as a user, but if the AI controls him occasionally, that's not bad. Again, 95 speed, 6'3", really good combination. In the first discounted bucket, he's going to get Lurk Artist for 0 AP, which is an absolute must. So if you're looking for a user or a budget user, because he's going to be free in this instance, this is definitely a really good card to take a look at. If you need some help with pass rush, Aiden Hutchinson is not a bad option. He's 6'7", 92 speed, 94 block shed, 96 finesse move, only 87 power move. He also gives you 93 tackle and play rec. With his discounts in that first discounted bucket, he gets unpredictable. That's going to be your best option. It is 0 AP, so that's a bonus. The best non-X Factor pass rush ability, in my opinion, is Double or Nothing, which he can get for 1 AP, but it's all the way in that third bucket. So is it really worth it? You know, that's up to you. He does also get Unstoppable Force in the X Factor slot. There's 3 different tiers of it, so it says like elevated 1, 2, and 3, and please correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. I don't believe with these cards that X Factor starts on or stays on the entire game. If I'm wrong, let me know. If it does, then that makes this card that much better. The final card that we're going to go over truly is probably the best card to choose, especially for your BND option. It's a right tackle. It's not sexy, but trust me, this card could end up being an endgame right tackle right now. 97 strength, 96 awareness, 98 run block, 97 pass block, Rob Havenstein, and the main reason I like this card, we talk about offensive lineman, the attributes are good. He's also very tall and big, 330 pounds, 6'8". Those things matter on the offensive line, but it's really about the abilities with him. In that tier 1 bucket, he's going to get Secure Protector for 0 AP, so all it takes is a BND 93 to unlock that ability. 0 AP hit against your offensive line or on your whole 8 AP that you're allowed on offense. And I just mentioned it with the Unstoppable Force X Factors that you're probably running into about every single game. Reggie White, Warren Sapp, George Karlaftis, just to name a few. The best counter to that is Secure Protector. So the fact that he can get that for 0 AP is huge. And from the Super Bowl promo, if you're using Andrew Whitworth and you happen to have a lighted up token for a Super Bowl pass player, Andrew Whitworth on the left side of your offense at left tackle would also get Secure Protector for 0 AP. That's how I have my offense set up right now, and it's, again, a great way to counter the Unstoppable Force that you're going to see where people might have it on 3 linemen, at least on those edge rushers. That's going to slow it down, having 2 0 AP Secure Protector tackles on your squad. So there you have it. Those are the best free 96 overall cards to choose. Let me know who you picked down below in the comment section, and thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.